What's going on, guys? This is I Miss Too Much, and today I wanted to talk about achievements. So I started playing before achievements really existed in their current form. They've existed since the 1980s, starting with Activision's patches system, which allowed players to actually take screenshots of their games, send them to Activision, and they would actually send them a physical patch, like a patch you would wear like as a Boy Scout, back to put on whatever they wanted. And for the longest time, MMOs have had their own sort of achievement system where players would unlock challenges through that and would be tracked through the single games. But multi-game achievements didn't really start until Xbox Live's Gamerscore. Xbox Live's Gamerscore would allow players to unlock achievements and Gamerscore for completing different challenges and doing different things in the game set up by the developers. And it was such a good idea that Valve and PlayStation actually adopted those into their own systems. And what this allowed players to do is track their progress of all of their games instead of just individual games, because it would be kind of difficult if you had a lot of games to figure out how far you've gotten in each one, because you'd have to go to each one. What these systems did is they put it all in one place where they could just kind of glance at their achievement progress, and they would be able to share it with friends really easily because they were all online. And for the most part, I really do enjoy achievements. However, there are problems with them. The three major problems with achievements nowadays is online achievements, DLC achievements, and grinding achievements. For the most part, online achievements aren't really that bad if they're done correctly. What I mean is that they need to be done in such a way that people that can't or don't really want to play online should be able to unlock them fairly easily. A really good example of this is Call of Duty Black Ops. There's only 2 multiplayer achievements and they're extremely easy to get. You have to get to rank 10 in the multiplayer game mode, and you have to complete like 10 matches of combat training, which when the game first came out was extremely easy to do and could be done in maybe a couple hours. However, there's one major problem with online achievements, and that is there are always going to be people that, one, don't want to play online, or 2, just can't play online. So that means if they want to complete a game all the way through, which a lot of these people do because they do take pride in their single player experience and completing the game all the way through, it is very difficult for them to do so because they make these achievements that are either extremely difficult to get or would require a lot of time to. So people that can't afford it or just don't want to will never really unlock these achievements. And one of the biggest examples I can think of off the bat is DJ Hero's online achievements. DJ Hero has an achievement where you have to get to the max rank within their online system in order to unlock their achievement, and this is a big problem because, first of all, this takes an extremely long time. In order to get to the max level of DJ Hero would probably take a couple days of game time, and that's just not really doable for people that don't want to put a lot of time into that. And it also brings up the problem of what happens when these systems actually go down. So DJ Hero 2 is a dead game online. It is going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to find another player to play with, especially to get to the max rank of level 50. So what that means is basically this achievement is never going to be unlocked because it is just so difficult to actually find a match now that I don't even know if the systems are even online anymore, which really just begs the question, like, what happens when these go down? Should they be removed from the game? Should they be just given to players off the bat? And that's just really a big problem, and a lot of games really don't handle this well when they start adding more and more multiplayer achievements in, because they assume that these games are going to kind of stay alive forever. The other problem I have is DLC achievements. Like online achievements, they're fine when they're done well, and they're done well when they're kept separate from the actual game. PlayStation 4 does this a lot with their games, where there'd be an overall progression system, and then it would break it down by the individual DLC in the base game. And I think this is done really well because you don't really want to bake your DLC achievements into the main game, because there's always going to be people that can't or just don't want to buy the DLC, and it's not really fair to punish them for not really wanting to pay, $20-30, even $60 in some cases to get all the DLC for the game in order to unlock the achievement. It's just not fair because it's not a part of the game, so why would you include it in the base game? At that point, you might as well just give them achievements for completing other games, because it's just so dumb to do that. And the final problem I have with achievements is grinding achievements. I think that achievements should be challenging, but they should not be annoying to play. A lot of games have achievements where you have to find like every hidden item or do everything in the game in order to complete it. It's just the problem is that there are some games that take this way too far. For example, I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 3, which is the gameplay that is in the background right now. There's 2 major achievements that I think I might never never really unlock, and that is to 1, drive on every road in the entire area, and 2, take a picture of every car in the game, because there's 500 of each basically. And I think that's just really unfair, because at that point I feel like it's just going to get really boring and annoying to try to unlock all these achievements. I want the game to challenge me in order to get these achievements, but I think it's just dumb that they would go to such a great length in order to make it almost impossible to do this without spending an inordinate amount of time in the game. However, I do appreciate games that make it challenging to unlock their achievements, because I think they should be that, achievements. However, I don't think they should be rewards for just spending an insane amount of time trying to do the same thing over and over again. So overall, I think achievements are a good idea. I think it's a good thing to track people's progress overall and have it in one place that they can share with friends, and I think it's good to reward players for playing their games thoroughly. However, when the achievements start to get unfair, it's just not really fun to play the game, because that's what achievements should do. Achievements should make it fun and rewarding to play games, not annoying because you don't want to play online, or you can't play online, or you have to buy some DLC, or you have to sit there and play a game for hours and hours on end doing something really tedious and boring in order to unlock the achievements. And so that's just my basic thoughts on achievements. If you like this video, go ahead and give it an upvote. If you want to see more of some random commentaries, just go ahead and follow my channel. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.